Hello everyone, Yanis here. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while. It's been nearly a month we haven't uploaded. I'm not gonna lie, it's been really busy recently, and I'm very sorry for that. Well, if you don't know, me and my business partner, we have launched a new business. It's been going for about half a year or so. It's like a catering company. We recently launched our online shop as well, where you can get our food, my food, partly. So links for that will be in the description. If you like, please check it out. I would really appreciate it. But today we're not here for that. We're here to see the best courgette keftedes. So in Greek we call them Kolokithokeftedes, literally meaning courgette balls or croquettes. We're gonna follow the traditional way. It's super quick, it's a comfort food, you can do it after work, or it's quite easy to do. We're gonna do a little bit of twist to make it extra tasty, so please let's have a look. But before that, don't forget to open up your recipe, look at the ingredients, get organized, and then we'll go together. Link for the recipe will be in the description. Alternatively, you can type Kalafatis.com on the web and it will get you there. As you're down there in the description, don't forget to click the red button that I subscribe to motivate us and support to make more beautiful videos like this. Yeah, tell your friends, press like, blah blah blah. Okay, let's have a look to the video. Okay, so what we will need for today will be a grater, a sieve or a strainer, which I haven't got, bowl, courgettes, green onions, lemon for the zest mainly, to give extra aromas. I've done a little bit of prep with some onions, leeks, and some herbs that we're gonna chop. So first let's prepare the ingredients that we haven't prepared, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so here's an important step before we start grating our Kolokithokeftedes, courgettes. So a lot of people like to grate them. I do not like to grate the vegetables in general. They're nutritious, and why should we throw them away? This is my personal opinion. You don't have to follow it, that's a preference. So let's go do that quickly, and make sure you use the big one, because it doesn't really matter to make it. I mean, you can go for the finer, but yeah, personally I do the big one. Alright, so we've got our courgette grated. As you can see, let me zoom you in. That's it on the thick one and with the skin. As I said, you can peel if you want. So we're gonna pour about 20 grams of salt. Actually, not 20 grams, that's a lie. About 15 grams. Now what we need to do is we're gonna mix it a little bit so the salt goes everywhere. It's the same technique as tzatziki. What we'll do is we'll extract all the extra moisture inside that we don't want. If you don't do that, you'll probably be splashing a lot in the oil when we're gonna fry them later on. You can always add back the juice if you would like to. So yeah, there you go. Alright, so we will leave that aside and we'll start cutting our vegetables. Alright, so the next three herbs we're gonna use is mainly a good amount of dill, basil, a bit less basil, is very strong, and then mint, and ideally if you have spare mint. Additionally, you can use parsley if you like. I'm not going to, but it's an option. I'm putting it out there, so we're gonna chop those really quick, and then we're nearly ready. Alright, so next step before we proceed, we need the pan, and we'll turn it on with quite a bit of olive oil. Alright, our oil is hot, so we're gonna add our onions in. And some of our leeks. When our vegetables are soft like this, let me get closer, you'll see like a bit translucent, soft, and the heat is very high, like it's nearly smoking hot, as much as you can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little bit of brandy or cognac, and we're gonna glaze. So this was about 50 ml. There you go. And you can smell it. There is it has like very strong alcohol aroma. Wait a little bit until the alcohol evaporates. Eventually it will become like less strong, and then we'll keep the flavor. That's what we want to do. There you go, this is done. It's a very quick process. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop some sugar, about 30 to 40 grams. We're gonna mix them, and that way we want to caramelize them, and then we'll keep cooking. We're gonna lower the heat a little bit because we don't want to burn it. We're just gonna give those this beautiful caramelization. And of course, with the sugar, we're just cheating, we're helping it. We wouldn't have to do it normally, but it's just a nice addition, in my opinion. You can already smell it, like this already. It will be like such a nice addition to the traditional Kolokithokeftedes. You have to give it a try. Alright, I don't really want a lot of color. This is all I want. A little very thin coating. So now the next step, we're gonna add our herbs just to enrich a little bit the flavors. Rather just adding them raw. So we're gonna drop them in. I'm gonna use my beautiful knife as a support here. So we're gonna turn off the heat. We're gonna give it a nice mix, and we'll pull the pan aside. We just want a little bit heat on them. We don't want to cook them and turn them brown, because they're gonna lose their beautiful color, this nice green. Okay, this is all we want to do. There you go. We're gonna spread it around and just literally pull it aside. Back to the side, we're gonna get our courgette. So our courgette has been there for about, I don't know, 2 minutes whilst we were doing all those goodies. It has got out some juices, just a little bit. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna help with our hand. You can use a glove if you like. We're gonna help it and just squeeze through, push. Again, it doesn't need to be completely dry. We want some moisture so that we can make it into small croquettes or small round balls if you like. But we want to get the excess, because when you do that, you realize they're exactly the same as cucumber. They have so much moisture in them, and it could ruin it. Our courgettes. Of course, if that's the case, you can always add some flour. There's always ways around it, but it's just the traditional way to do it. Alright, that's it. They're still wet when you, I mean, they will be when you touch them. They still have moisture, but this is all we want. I'm gonna strain it and I'll bring back the bowl. Alright, in the same bowl, you don't need to make dirty a lot of utensils. We're just gonna go in. Okay, let me get those little bits with my beautiful Maries. And when I'm saying Maries, I'm referring to silicone spatula for friends that don't know, which is it's okay, just a restaurant term. We're gonna add straight in our caramelized mix. There you go. And we're gonna go also in with our spring onions. I didn't caramelize them because we want something to have like a different texture in there. I'll only make it better. And actually, the last bit here is be careful with the salt. We're gonna try before we add any, because the courgette had a lot of salt in there. So we're gonna go with zest from half a lemon. If you want them like more, you can add more. It's not the main flavor I wanna give here, so I wouldn't go with more than that. So that will do. Zest from half a lemon. We will add about a tablespoon of oregano as well. There you go. And of course, black pepper, about half a teaspoon. There you go, freshly grounded. Now we're gonna mix everything together. Now if you see that your mix is wet, you can add a little bit of corn flour or a little bit of flour if you want. That way they will hold together better. We're also gonna add 1 egg once we mix everything. First we're gonna try the seasoning, and then we're gonna add the egg before we bind them into croquettes. Okay, there you go. Let's try what we've done. Ooh. Okay, so salt is perfectly fine. You don't need more than that. It's perfect. But you'll see this when you caramelize it, like this addition is top. Okay. Next, we will add 1 whole egg in. There you go. Oh, it's a double yolk. Interesting. So yeah, we're gonna add this in. Okay, so next thing, we're gonna get our gloves on. We'll add some oil in the pan, about this much. You wanna shallow fry, about here, low heat for now. And we'll have a little bit of plain flour right here next to our beautiful pan. This is how my beautiful yaya or grandmother would do. So we're gonna stop with the maris and we use our hands. Okay, so we're gonna give it another mix here. See, this is a little bit wet, so we can always add like a little bit of flour here to help it, and we'll still use this. There you go. Now about the shape is up to you. A lot of people like to make them flat. There you go, but we can do like little small balls. Probably gonna go smaller, so it will cook better. Now they still are wet. You can, if you want, you can go with more flour. I like them that way because then they keep the moisture inside. They're more juicy in a way. There you go. We can form small balls. They don't need to be perfect. Another thing you can do is you can just squeeze a little bit of water as you roll them. That's another option. It's up to you what you want to really achieve. Alright, we've got all of our balls ready. They're not perfect, but they're done. We're gonna check our oil and we'll start frying. So something I would recommend is use a probe or a thermometer. I have this digital one. We're on 125 degrees approximately. I wanna go up to 160 and then we'll start frying. If you don't have any of those, you can drop a little bit of water, like I'm talking drops, no more, because it's oil and it's very dangerous. Or you can just dust a little bit of flour. And you see this how it reacts when it's on 125 to 200, to 130, sorry, Celsius speaking, of course. And we'll drop some when is the temperature right, so that way you see it and you know what to do. I'm just gonna bring you closer so you can see things better. Okay, so we're on 160 degrees. We'll drop some flour, and this is how it reacts. It bubbles immediately. This is what we want. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out. So we will get our first one, and we're gonna shake it into a little bit of flour, and then with the help of a spoon, so we don't burn ourselves, we're gonna drop him in. Here's our first one going in, and then we'll carry on with the rest. We can go with more than one. We can shake a little bit the box. There you go. See, the first one was a bit too wet, it's breaking a bit, but well, it's fine. And there you go, we'll start getting color. And when that happens, we're gonna flip them. So because we're shallow frying, when I have enough oil to color them slowly around, but then that way we cook them. If the heat is too high, they're gonna stay raw inside. Of course, we can still finish them in the oven if that's the case, but ideally it should be done in the pan. That can be served. It goes very well with fries. Yeah, it's a very common thing that we do in Greece, at least where I grew up. Alright, and all of them are done. As you can see here, we've got them already. We just gotta monitor the temperature and then keep flipping them so they cook. There you go. Temperature, we're looking alright, so we're gonna keep it there. We're gonna keep adding more. And there you go, this is what I want, the color. And then once the ones we first added become a bit of crispy on the outside, then we'll be able to remove them. Waiting for the right color. There you go, we're getting there. That's it, the first one is ready to go out. You can barely feel the layer that has the outside. Yeah, so we're gonna go straight for the paper. And then the second one will follow, and etc. and etc. Alright, and the last Kolokithokeftedes just came out. All of them look beautiful, delicious, they're super healthy. There's not a lot of things going in apart from veg. So we'll leave them to cool down a bit before we eat. Let's get into the outro. So as a general recipe, you can find it like there are people that put yogurt, they do add cumin, feta. There's so much you can do to them. For me, the traditional way is just without all those additions. I know I added the caramelized process step. You can skip it if you like, but I believe that is the best thing ever. The way to make it delicious without removing the traditional thing out of it, element. But yeah, anyway, again, the recipe can be found on our website, yanniskalafatis.com. The link for that will be in the description, and then next to the description is the red button that you can click that I subscribe. That way you support us, you motivate us, and then I can spend more time with the channel. Yeah, don't forget to have a look on the store if you like to try my food. The store it is with the company I'm part of. It's called Greek Things. We do Greek and Jamaican fusion. But you can try traditional stuff that we have there within the UK, of course, for now. Yeah, don't forget to share this video so we get more people into this channel. If you think this recipe was worth it, we do have other recipes that are very, very good, easy or harder. There's a variety. It's about 100 plus recipes that you can find on our channel. Don't forget to leave a like. Let me know down in the comments what would you like to watch next, any ideas, anything, or if you just want to say hi. Yeah, let's have a look, let's have a try before we close. Let me find one that I took off first. They're also warm. Oh my god, no, that's hot. They're all so hot. So I'm gonna break it apart. Ooh, look at that. You can see this. Can you see this thing? It will not focus here. There's steam coming out. So look, it looks so green inside. Its juice is not dry, but it is cooked. Ooh. Oh my god, it's so good. These are the best Kolokithokeftedes I've ever tried in my entire life. Because the thing is, I kind of like created this recipe right now. Not right now. It was in my head since yesterday. Excuse me. And then it's trying to kill me. But no, my grandmother is doing it without the caramelization. And I've seen other recipes with yogurt, so I was thinking since yesterday to do that, and I did it. Of course I've measured things, so you have the recipe. I've never tried that before, and honestly it's the best I've ever tried. It's amazing. Please give it a try. It's not that, it doesn't take a lot of time, and it's an amazing, amazing, amazing snack. You can serve it with crisps. You can do anything you want. It's just delicious. It's so good, so good. Anyway, have a beautiful day, and thanks so much for watching. Take care.